Hello, I'm Zagone with Northwest Winterfest. I invite you to learn more about the culture of Ireland.
Hi, I'm Amy Vogel. I am the director and owner of Spokane Irish Dance. I was born and raised in Spokane, Washington. So I'm not from Ireland, but my mother's maiden name is O'Hara. And on my father's side, it's O'Flaherty. So I'm pretty sure I'm Irish. I did not grow up Irish dancing, but my sister drugged me to a class and I was stuck and I loved it and I never stopped. I loved it so much that I went to Ireland during my college years. And it was wonderful. It was green and rolling and sheep and everything you think it would be, it was. So yeah, that's kind of how I got into Irish dance. It's how I love my heritage and my culture. And I love being a part of Spokane because it has a huge Irish community. There's lots of clubs you can join, which we'll talk about, and parades and loving people and food and parties. Well, let's talk about Irish dance. There are a lot of rumors on how it started in Ireland, but one of my favorites is that the Irish in their rowdy parties would dance the night away, and the English would come by during the Suppression and check windows and make sure they weren't. So they started keeping their arms straight, so it looked like they weren't doing anything, but they were down, their legs were doing a jig. So that's my favorite story of Irish dance and why they keep their arms so straight. But really, traditionally, in a céilí is a group dance with a bunch of people. It's Gaelic for a party dance. The arms are not down. People are holding hands, they're swinging around, and that's what you'd probably think about with Irish, loud, rowdy, having fun at a party, not straight and a fake pasty smile on their face. So we love doing céilís, we love group dances, my school does, and we love the other one too, but they both have their points. So our school, Spokane Irish Dance, we started about 6 years ago, but Irish Dance was actually in Spokane long before that with the Heron Irish Dancers. They're the longest school. And I saw them dance and loved it, and so I kind of got started that way. We like to dance at parades, retirement homes, schools, folk festivals, anything. My girls just love to perform. I love to perform, not today. And it's exciting. There's different jigs, there's reels, it's upbeat. I've never had a dancer come to dance and say, well, that was boring. Because it's not boring. And I've also never had a dancer say, well, that was easy, I didn't even break a sweat. Because you will break a sweat. But it's fun, and we offer classes for all ages, and I just encourage everybody to bring out your inner Irish and come try it. One thing about Irish dance some people might not know is that every school has their own unique costumes and colors. They have their own designs, usually a Celtic knot or a Celtic animal figure. So our school, I'm going to show off some of them with my kids. So Megan, can you come here, Megan? Our school colors are purple and this teal right here. And we have the Celtic knot and lots of pizzazz, so you can see it on stage. You can smile too. So this is Megan, one of our youngest dancers. She's 4. And then Brenna. Brenna's wearing a very traditional costume right here. So you can see the knot work all the way through, all the way down and on the sleeves. Really old-fashioned, 50, 60 years ago, lace collars were really the thing at Irish dance. I'm very glad they're not anymore, but this is kind of a tribute to that, this little ruffle right here that Brenna's wearing. And then my son, Caden, right over there. For the boys, long ago they did used to wear kilts. Boys these days, for some reason, don't want to wear one of those. So they wear a suit, and they look so great doing it. They wear the black dress pants, the tie, the dress shirt. They look so sharp when they're dancing. These are our school colors. If you see purple, teal at a show or something, that's us. As you can see, my kids are wearing their dance shoes. It's traditional Irish dance shoes. Over here, Caden is wearing a boy's shoe. It looks a little bit like a jazz shoe. Very comfy, made of leather. And he's also standing in 5th position. That's our popular stance. Bren is wearing what we call a ghillie. Brennan, can you do a point so they see your shoe? That's a ghillie shoe made of leather and crisscross laces all the way up. Go ahead and pull back. And Megan's also wearing a ghillie. She's standing here in 1st position. It's very popular for the little girls to wear white socks with their ghillies. And you might notice sometime someone might have a lace all the way up their leg. That's what the Scottish do. So don't confuse us between the Scottish and the Irish. There is a big difference. And then those are all soft shoes. What I have here in my hands is a pair of hard shoes. Hard shoes, everyone knows because they probably have seen Riverdance. And Riverdance, they make all the noise. This is what they're wearing. They have plexiglass bottoms, heels, and tips with all leather top and a buckle. Let's talk about some Irish Christmas traditions. Decorating. If you were to look inside an Irish home, this is what you would see. We have the ivy, very Irishy, ivy on the tree. We have holly, garland all the way around it. The kids are decorating with their homemade ornaments. Of course there would be a mistletoe, but we didn't bring one of those. And no Irish home is without a candle. A candle in the window lit on Christmas Eve to let Mary and Joseph know that they are welcome there, they can shelter there, and they'll always have a place to go. Our favorite song that talks about these decorations is called Christmas in Killarney. It says, the holly green, the ivy green, the prettiest thing you've ever seen. It's Christmas in Killarney with all of the folks at home. And we are going to sing that for you with the band, Free Whiskey. And our kids are going to dance to it, and make sure you listen to those lyrics. It's all about Christmas Irish decorating.
The holly green, the ivy green, the prettiest picture you've ever seen. It's Christmas in Killarney with all of the folks at home. It's nice, you know, to kiss your beau, cuddling under the mistletoe. Santa Claus, you know, of course, is one of the boys from home. The door is always open, the neighbors pay a call, and Father John, before he's gone, will bless the house and home. You've ever seen. It's Christmas in Killarney with all of the folks from home. It's nice, you know, to kiss your beau, cuddling under the mistletoe. Santa Claus, you know, of course, is one of the boys from home. The door is always open, the neighbors pay a call, and Father John, before he's gone, will bless the house and hall. How grand it feels to kick your heels and join in the fun of the jigs and rails. It's Christmas in Killarney with all of the folks from home. It's Christmas in Killarney with all of the folks from home. So Irish music in Spokane has a long and storied history, championed by the absolutely incomparable Tim O'Doherty. He started a session at the wonderful O'Doherty's Pub down the west side about 23 years ago, and it hasn't stopped since. It has been a home for light, laughter, and all things Irish, and has rightly earned the name of the friendliest Irish pub this side of the Rockies. There are other venues that have been champions of Irish music, namely Lucky's, that was also downtown for a while, and O'Pool's Public House that is over on the north side and the south side. The instruments of Irish music, as you can tell, are also made generally to give a joyful noise. The Irish originally came across into Appalachia from Ireland and brought their music with them. This became so popular that they ended up transitioning into cowboy ballads and westerns, which was the heart of our country music that is so integral to our culture today. That being said, they went up to Canada and crossed the Rockies up north before coming back down south. Irish music has been the cultural root of all of the emotional joys, heartbreaks, and triumphs and sorrows of the Irish people. We have such wonderful storied instruments as an Irish bodhrán, which is traditionally made of goat. These were originally used as war drums. They were used to call soldiers to war, as well as to give a tempo to any marking that the dancers might need. There's also wonderful penny whistles, which are used originally to herd goats and were made of melted pennies. The joke was that the British penny was so worthless that they would melt it down and make a musical instrument, which was far more worthwhile than the actual monetary denotation that they used. That being said, in Spokane, we have wonderful, wonderful live music options. O'Doherty's, again, still hosts their session, usually on Sunday nights. We also have the Sons of St. Patrick that sponsor sessions. This was all originally spurred by the Clancy brothers' original performance in the 60s, and they spurred a revival of Irish music that's since continued all the way through until modern day. Irish music will continue to bring the hearts and joys of people together wherever it is seen, and never ever feel bad about that irresistible toe-tapping sensation that you feel whenever you hear a lively beat and a jig time. Thanks so much, everyone. Sláinte and happy holidays.
If you would like to be more Irish, there are lots of groups in Spokane for you to join. If you're a runner, there's the Flying Irish. They meet every Thursday at O'Doherty's and they go for a run. And of course they finish with a beer. There's the Friendly Sons of St. Patrick. They do the parade every year and lots of other stuff for the Irish community. There's the Sister Cities, which is great. Spokane is the sister city to Limerick. Most people don't know that. So they promote Irish culture in Spokane. And then of course there's Irish Dance. There are 4 schools for you to choose from. We have a huge Irish dance community here. I encourage you all to look them up. I'm from Spokane Irish Dance is my school. We would love to hear from you. We have Facebook and email and a website, SpokaneIrishDancers.com. Wherever you go, whichever one you choose, bring out your inner Irish.